Welcome back to the Boss Sisters.
Y'all already know we got it going. Okay, well, sorry we look like shit. We didn't feel like getting ready today. But we did want to tell you guys a story time basically about us because we did have a strong bond where we hung. And our parents just didn't want us really hanging out anymore since that happened. But then we got our bond back, as you guys can see, obviously. Yeah. But we have been good girls. We do listen now. But, okay. Well, anyway.
She's not trying to say that we didn't listen. It's just that because we were hungry.
We were hungry and we had to do it. And then we was just bored and, you know, we thought maybe it would be fun to go out. Okay. Well, how do I start this story? Okay, so one day I got invited to her quinceañera. She invited me to her quinceañera, so I went. And then we had a fun time. You know, we danced together. We got it popping. And then after that, we started hanging out like every single day. Like she would come over my house or I would be at hers. But it was like constantly every weekend we would hang out.
Yeah.
Non-stop. I sort of think our parents would get, to be honest, I think our parents did get kind of annoyed about that.
I mean, my grandma didn't trip.
But, I mean, it's okay.
I mean, look, I'm here now, so.
Yeah, okay. And so, one day it came to where, because we didn't have a boyfriend at all. But now we have, well, I have a boyfriend. I really do. And
well, so
he's an amazing person. But, yeah, one day we got a text message from these guys. They weren't so old. And, well, they knew how to drive, you know. And they picked us up, but only so we could go to the park and just chill as friends, you know. We didn't do nothing bad. But once we got to the park, I don't know how my dad found out, but he went to the same exact park we were at. I don't know how.
He got there like in a second.
He got there in no time, bro. We got there and we were on the swings and we were just swinging. And my dad got there and I heard him say my name and I was like, oh my God.
Like, wow, is that your dad?
And I was like, this is all bad because the guys were there and they were like staring at us and we're like, fuck, you know, like, that's embarrassing. Like,
and we tried to go, and then he's like, no, come over here. And then we're like,
yeah, and we went with him, and he started screaming at me, and then he started saying that he wanted her to go home, that he didn't want to see us hanging out anymore, and he had bought me these nice shoes, and he took them away from me, and he gave them to somebody else. And since that day, we didn't hang out at all. Like, we were just
texting.
We would just text and stuff, and you know, our bond did never break, but we just never hung out until one day.
When was it actually? Because
I don't even remember.
I think it was literally when we started school.
Yeah.
That's when we started hanging out again.
Yeah. More. And then, you know, we maybe thought it would be fun to hang out again, and so we actually do listen to our parents now. I mean, I'm not saying we don't do bad things, but like we listen more and we know what we shouldn't do and what we should do, you know? But I'm just letting you guys know, if you guys know that your parents will get mad about you doing something you shouldn't, don't do it because really you could lose a good friend. I mean, she's not my friend, she's my cousin, but if you are with a friend or something, you could lose a good friend or you could lose a good ass bond with somebody for doing something not even worth it. And to be honest, I really don't think hanging out with the guys was worth almost losing our bond. Because
dude, like
they're
we were
guys
literally like every single day,
like we would hang out and we would have lots of fun together, you know. And we would get like, we're super close, to be honest.
This one time when we went to the lake, that was hella fun.
Yeah, we go everywhere together. There's not a single day you don't see us together. But the fact is that, bro, we live with each other.
Like, pretty much.
Like, we basically really live with each other. And, yeah, and that's the story about how we got our bond back. Because it did break for a while. But it wasn't, like, so long. It was just, like, for, like, a couple weeks or months, or 1 month.
It was like 2 months, yeah, like around
there. And to tell you guys, bro, we glowed up together. We grew up together because we have pictures and videos of us from when we were little. And to tell you, I had so much pimples in my face.
know.
it was a bad. Like my face was bad. Nobody really liked me because of that, and I would get called pepperoni face, and it would irritate my soul.
I remember.
And so I started taking care of my face, like, you know, cleaning it all the time, and it's gotten really better, and I'm really glad because
Mine's slowly going away.
Yes, but her face is getting really better, and
it was bad.
Yeah.
Like ours was bad.
Ours was really bad. Like our faces were bad. We were like, when we would use makeup, you would just see big ass pimples. It was the worst. It was the worst that could ever happen to us.
Mm-hmm.
But we grew up together, guys. You don't even understand. Like,
dude, we like. I mean, I still look the same, but we just look like different from our faces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we have like, you know, like obviously new dressing styles because. Oh hell no! Sorry guys, the guy passed through my window.
Guys, that's crazy.
And yeah, so
like,
have you guys comment if you've ever had the longest bond that you've glowed up with that person. But this is one thing.
It could be anyone. It doesn't have to be like a friend.
do hate it when you do grow up with someone and you know you do everything for that person and that person
switches up,
backstabs you. That's really sad, to be honest. I believe people shouldn't be that way because if that person was always there for you, why are you gonna talk shit about the person? Or why are you even gonna be like pushing the person away? Because I know there's a lot of fake people in this world that fucking talk shit and all that stuff, and that's not okay. Like, why are you gonna talk bad about someone? That makes you look bad because you're talking down on a person that doesn't even speak on your name. And so it's really retarded.
It's just dumb. To be honest,
you just really shouldn't talk bad about anybody. No, regardless of how much hate you have in your heart for them, you shouldn't talk shit about that person. Period.
It doesn't get you anywhere.
Yes, and so that's what we wanted to tell you guys. But we will make a next video with this one challenge we will be doing. We're not sure which one, and we are gonna give dancing tutorials for like when you go to quinceañeras. So we're gonna be doing shout outs. So if you want a shout out, please comment down below. And if you do want us to do that tutorial for when like you dance banda, salsa, all that stuff of kind of dancing for quinces, we will give tutorials and let us know, and we will do tutorials. Please subscribe and get your friends to subscribe to this video and like.